Okay, this is the first video for practice exam 6, and we're going to work questions 1 and 2 on this video. Question 1 is a note payable video. A note payable question. Popowich signed a 15% long-term note payable for $250,000 in exchange for some basketball equipment on November 1, 2019. It is payable over 5 years, 50,000 principal installments on November 1 of each year beginning November 1, 2020. Provide the entry to record the issuance of the note on November 1. Well, that's pretty easy. We don't need hardly any of that information, no interest or anything. Don't expect something quite that easy. I mean, you might have a question like that's partially, but that's pretty easy. All right. So on November 1, 2019, we get the asset basketball equipment. You could just call it equipment if you want. And it was $250,000. And of course, sign a note payable. Okay, and that's it. But don't be surprised if you get one that asks you about interest or something like that. All right, let's look at the next one. On June 30, 2019, Hammond Industries issued bonds. So this is a bond question at face value. All of ours are face value in this class. Total amount of $750 for cash. All right, bonds pay 8% quarterly. So that's once every 3 months. Right, 4 times a year, on September 30, December 31, March 31, and June 30. Provide the journal entry for the issuance of the bonds on June 30, 2019, and the first interest payment made on September 30, 2019. Well, all right, we can do that. So let's do the issuance. When was that? June 30. All right, so 6/30. 19. We issued them for cash. Most bonds are for cash, I would say. And of course, then we have a bonds payable. And it's $750,000. All right, so there's the issuance. What's next? Provide the journal entry for the issuance and the first interest payment made on September 30. So 9/30. 19. And so that's quarterly, so it's every 3 months. From June 30 to September 30 is 3 months. June doesn't count because it's the last day of the month. So July, August, and all of September because, yeah, we did make it through all of September. So 3 months. So let's do our I equals P times R times T. So principal is $750,000. The rate is 8%. The times is 3 months, 3/12. So that is equal to 15,000. All right, and so this is payment, so we're paying out cash. So this is interest, expense, and of course, cash. And we calculated that at 15,000. All right, so that's the first 2 questions. One was super easy. I would expect to have to calculate some interest on a note if I were you, and a bond with some interest. Pretty easy. All right, next video we'll look at questions 3 and 4.